Hey everyone, we are live, and today I wanted to discuss a little bit about how to increase your self-control by strengthening your no-go functioning. So really this is more for those that have ADHD, but honestly, if you are a person and you have difficulty with distractions or impulse control or difficult emotions, this could be for you too. Um, can you resist distractions? Can you inhibit your impulses? Are you able to bounce back from difficult emotions? What about being able to delay gratification and plan ahead? Now, self control is all about being able to regulate yourself. Research has found that people with poor self control are at a higher risk for poor health outcomes. Now, that can include obesity or drug dependency, among other things, but they're also less resilient and they're more likely to commit crimes, and they could also be more likely to live in poverty. Now, you may not be living up to your potential because of lack of self control. Self control is not a fixed talent or an inborn trait, it is a skill that you can build. Now, there is a part of your brain that's called the basal ganglia, and it has two important circuits. One of them is the go function, which propels you into action. So whether you want to train for a marathon or pick up a sandwich to eat, you need your go function to get started. Now you also have a no-go function that's responsible for self-control. So this fires up when you complete a difficult project without becoming distracted. Or maybe you resist a high-calorie dessert when you are dieting. So as you get older, you often have fewer opportunities to exercise your no-go functioning because you focus on things that are more important to you. Now, you might be multitasking or constantly on the go and busy, and you simply do what you want to do. But the less that you exercise your no-go circuit, the weaker it gets. Now, you can strengthen your no-go functioning and increase your self-control by having 10 to 20 no-go moments each day. So times when you consciously stop your impulse to do something. This increases self-control and it stops moment by moment impulses and desires. So here are some ways to practice, and a lot of these I personally use for myself as well. So our first one is put down your phone. When you have the urge to scroll through social media, but you refuse to pick up your phone, you train your no-go circuit. Now practice by decreasing the time you spend each day on social media. Another way you can do it is to work in 90-minute blocks. So try to be productive for 90-minute chunks of time. And stop yourself when you're tempted to get up to grab something or to scroll through social media or pictures when you get bored with whatever you're working on, or to Google something. Stop yourself. Activate that no-go functioning. Another one is to delay food craving. You exercise your no-go function when you delay snacking, even if it's just for a few minutes. And I am a huge snacker because I don't know, you probably couldn't see these, but love chocolate. So I can delay my food craving. I would love to have those right now, but I'm going to exercise my no-go function and not have that snack for right now. Another way you can do it is to stick to your exercise plan. Now, halfway through your workout, you might want to improvise or maybe cut it short. Instead, do your best to finish the workout. Another way is to meditate. You might not want to practice meditation, but if you force yourself to sit down, you force yourself to sit still, even if you want to get up, you train your no-go circuit. Another one is out of sight, out of mind. Now, one of the most important tools for maintaining self-control is to change the environment. So for example, you might keep electronic distractions away from your work area. So managing or maintaining self-control and changing your environment. You could also take a break. Studies show that people do not maintain the same levels of self-control over time. Now, if you have two demanding tasks to complete, one immediately after the other, you'll probably show less self-control during that second task. you might literally lack the energy to keep going. So giving yourself a break can help you recharge. Another tip is to turn must-do task into want-to task. Find ways to get interested in a task or to combine work with pleasure. And when you approach a task as if it's an unpleasant chore, it's so much easier to get distracted. So turn a chore into a game in order to reduce the self-control fatigue. Another way is to practice planning. So planning is an important component of self-discipline, and you're more likely to succeed when you think about obstacles you face and you come up with specific steps about when, where, and how you will take action. So this worksheet that has a couple of questions that I'm going to ask you, and it helps you practice taking small, repetitive steps to increase your self-control, and that will strengthen your no-go functioning. So I want you to be thinking about the suggestions that I just gave you, and you are going to chart them for a week. You're going to write down your daily no-go moments. And under each column, you are going to tell me how many times you do it each day, and then, how successful you are. Like you can write down any comments or any notes. And so for the date, you would just write down the date. That's your first column. Your second one is the no-go moments. So like the example of what happened. Perhaps I finished my workout even though I was tired and I wanted to stop early. And you can say, how many times did you do that? And then any comments. Was this easy for you? Was this hard for you? Other examples of no-go moments could be, I managed to meditate for 10 minutes without getting distracted. Or I worked for 4 productive 90-minute blocks. Perhaps I took 2 breaks to recharge. And your comments could be something like, this was so difficult and like I almost failed, but I persevered. Or it could be, like I'm super proud of myself for trying something new that I did not want to do before. So try this out and let me know how it goes.